Hello everyone. Let's start today Python. So this is for Scratch Python of class 9 CBSE. So let's start. First, what is Python? So Python is a general purpose interpreted interactive object oriented and high level programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum during in 1985 to 1990. Okay, so what is Python? Basically, Python is a high level language. Those are written by a programmer or as a user. Okay, so and it is a interpreted or a interactive and object oriented scripting language. So Python is designed to be highly readable. Okay, and it is used like a English keyword frequently, whereas the other languages use punctuations, but it has fewer syntactical constructions than other languages. So Python has a must for student and working professional to become a great software engineer or especially when they are working on a web development domain. So basically it is very important for the student. So now what is Python? You all know Python is a high level interpreter interactive object oriented programming language, and it is designed to be highly readable. Okay, so what is the use of Python program? Basically, Python is used for a web development, software development, mathematics, system scripting. Okay, so these different types of software will use the Python. So using the Python programming already developed the YouTube, PUBG. Okay, these are the example of your Python program web applications. So what can Python do? Basically, Python can be used on a server to create a web application. Okay, so Python को यूज़ करके वेब एप्लीकेशन को क्रिएट किया जा सकता है, एंड Python कैन बी यूज alongside software to create workflow, and Python cannot connect to the database system. It can also read and modify the files, and it has the use to handle big data and perform the complex mathematics. So Python can be used for a wrapped prototype or a production ready software development. Now you have a question, why Python? So basically student, Python work on different platform, that's why Python. In your Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry, okay, Pi. So these are the different software can be used the Python. So Python has a simple syntax similar to the English language basically. Okay, so you can say Python has a syntax that allows developer to write a program with fewer lines than the some other programming languages. So basically in your Python programming you just only write the 2 to 3 line and run your program of your addition of two number. But in other program, when you addition of two number will be write the program on there, the minimum 5 to 10 lines you have written, then your program will be complete. So it's a very easy to understand. Okay, so Python run on a interpreter system, meaning that code can be executed as soon as it is written. This means that prototype can be very quick. Okay, so Python can be treated in a procedural way, an object oriented way, or you can say as a functional way. Okay, next is your Python features. So you have a question, what is the features of Python? So basically Python has a Python has a feature is like easy to learn. ओके सो बेसिकली हम लोग पाइथन ईजिली समझ सकते हैं. ओके सो ईजी टू रीड, easy to maintain, and broad standard libraries, interactive mode, portable. Okay, and your extendable database also have a features in your Python. So let's discuss one by one. First is your easy to learn. Python has few keywords, so simple structure and clarify the define the syntax. This allow the student to pick up the language quickly. Next is your easy to read. Easy to read means what? Python code is more clearly defined and visible to the eyes. That's why it's easy to read, not difficult. Okay. And easy to maintain, it means Python source code is familiar to easy to maintain. Okay. Fourth is your a broad standard library. It means Python bulk of a library is very portable and cross platform. Like a broad means like a different system you have run your Python program. Okay, like a Windows, Linux, Unix. Okay. Next is your interactive mode. It means Python has support for an interactive mode which allow interactive testing and debugging in a snip test of code. Okay, so these are the features of your Python. Next is what is the advantages of Python. Basically advantages of Python is your easy to read, learn and write. Okay, so Python is a high level programming languages that is like English like syntax. Okay, so this make very easier to read and understand the code. Okay, second is your improved productivity. So this is the advantages of Python. So why improve the productivity? Because Python is a very productive language. Due to the simplicity of Python, developer can focus on solving the problem. That's why improve the productivity. So they don't need to spend too much time in understanding the syntax or behavior of the programming language. That's why you write less code and get the more things done. Okay. Third is your interpreted language. It means Python is an interpreted language, which means that Python directly execute the code line by line. Not all the program are run in one mode and execute it. So that's why it's a interpreted language. In case of any error, it support further executions and report back error which has occurred. So on that time you just first solve the error and then again execute your program, then again your program will be run line by line. That's why it's a interpreted language. 4 is your free and open source. Free and open source is what? Basically Python comes under the OSI, approved by open source license. Understood? So OSI stand for open source license. This makes it free to use and distribute. You can download the source code, modify it and distribute your version of your Python. So this is very useful for the organization that want to modify some specific behavior and use their version of your development. Okay, so these are the advantages of Python. And portability, it means when you write the program in one system and you want to run in your different software, so you can do. Okay, so portability means what? In many language like a C, C++, you need to change your code to run the program on your different platform. But this is not the same with Python. You only write once and run it on anywhere. Okay, any Windows, any software. Okay, understood? Next is your disadvantages of Python. So first you have a slow speed because it's run the one by one. First one line check, then execute, second line check, then execute, third line check, then execute. That's why it has a slow speed. Okay. Second is your not memory efficient because the Python programming language use a large amount of memory, because this can be disadvantages while building applications when we prepare the memory optimization. It means because run by line by line will we check the program, on that time take the high memory storage. Okay, now let's start the fundamental concept of your Python. Okay, so what is, first you just tell me what is the program. So listen, program is a set of instruction. It means first Python program में क्या होता है कि instructions को set किया जाता है, then govern that processing. It means when the instruction will be set, then go to the processing. Okay, so it is known as the program. So Python program can contain about a basic like a character set, token, expression, statement, simple input and output. These are the very required for Python fundamental programming. Okay, so basically Python is widely used general purpose high level language. So let's start. First is your character set. So character set is like a valid character that a language can be recognized. Okay, so a character represent any letter, digit or any symbols. And like you can see here, the Python has a basically subset of Unicode character set or ASCII code. So when we are use the character set, you will use like a letter, digit, special symbols and white space and your other character. So this is your, when you use the character A to Z you will use, when you use the digit you will use 0 to 9, or when you use the symbol, on that time plus will be required, at the rate, symbols, square and then your power, tuples, list, dictionary. These are the very important in Python programming. Okay, so next is your token. Token is what? Basically Python token are the smallest individual unit of a program, is known as a token. So Python has the following tokens like a keyword, identifier, literal, operator and your punctuator. Okay, this is very important for the Python programming. So let me discuss one by one. First is your keyword. Okay, so what is keyword? Keyword is a word having a special meaning in your functions. Okay, so this is reserved for a special purpose and must not be used as an identifier name. So whenever you will use this the keyword on only for the different type of functions, not as a identifier. Okay, so you have a doubt what is identifier? Okay, so let's discuss identifier. First, identifier is what? Identifier represent the programmable entities. Okay, so the programmable entities include the user defined name. It means identifier will be defined by the user as a variable or as a module or as a other object. Okay, so Python defines some rule in define the identifier. Okay, so when you will define the variable name as a user, you have follow these rules. Okay, so first is your an identifier must begin with a letter or underscore. Okay, so when you will mention the variable name, on that time you will mention only on letter or with the underscore. If you want to only use the letter, no problem, you can use, or if you want to use also the underscore, like you have mentioned the emp employee dot underscore department equal to 99, so you can use, no problem. Okay, this is the valid variable name or a identifier name. Next is your the identifier name should start with uppercase or lowercase, but it must not start with the digit. It means you will never use the first or starting your digit number. It means you can like write this f u equal to 95, cu equal to 17, or small t u equal to 7. This is your valid identifier. But when you use for u equal to 17, so this is your invalid identifier. Okay, so this is the invalid identifier. So just remember this thing. Next is your identifier can't use special symbol like not, at the rate, hash, and dollar. Okay, when you define the variable name, on that time you can't be use these symbols. Okay, just avoid these symbols. Understood? Next is your the identifier name should not be reserved word. Okay, it means when you mention the variable name, on that time you will can't use the this keyword name. Okay, so like else equal to 5, or you want to write the false equal to 17, or you want to pass equal to 7. So you can't use this because these all are the reserved by the Python functions. Okay, so you just not use for a as a identifier. Understood? Now, so the length of the identifier name must be more than 70 character. It means when you identifier name should be mentioned, on that time you just follow this rule also with a name up to the 70 character, 79 character. Okay, 79 character like xyz tpy underscore t78 like this equal to 59, yeah, 95. So this thing when you mention, on that time you just remember these things, only follow only use the 79 character as a variable name. Okay, but not digit. So let's see the example. Valid character is like this. If you want to write the valid character, you just see first class equal to this, you can write tuple equals to this is also okay, underscore when we use underscore e, this is also. But when you write like this invalid character movie hyphen part. Okay, so because you have used here the hyphen symbol, that's why it is a invalid character. Now you can see 1 to 1, you have used here the digit value, that's why it is the invalid character. Next is your invalid character is you have used the if, that's why it is a invalid identifier, because this is the reserved keyword. Okay, next is your literal. Literal is what? Literal are used to define the data as a variable or constant. So literal are the data item that have a fixed value. It means you can say literal is a literally constant value. Okay, so literal often referred to as a constant value. So basically Python allow the several kind of literals like a string, numeric, boolean, collection, dictionary, set. Okay, so these allow the literal. So follow the several kinds of literals. Okay, let's discuss one by one. So first is your string. Okay, so first we will discuss string literal. So what is a string? You all know string is a sequence of character defined between quotes. Okay, so if both single and double quotes are applicable to be define the string literal. So basically when you use like this, it means suppose you have written ABC and you use the single quotes. This is your quotes. Quotes is where? How to write quotes? Quotes is this. Quotes is this. This is single quotes. This is your double quotes. Okay, so like this you can written. If both single and double quotes are applicable to be define the string literal. Okay, so this is your example of single quotes or double quotes. So basically Python allow you to have a string type. So basically this is two type of your string. First is your single line string and second is your multi-line string. So let's discuss one by one. First is your single line string. Single line string is what? The single line string that you create by enclosing a text in a single quotes or double quotes are called single line string. It means you will only write the in one line or use the single quotes or double quotes, but only for one line. Second is your multi-line. Multi-line is what? It means sometimes you need to store some text separated across the multiple line as one a single. Okay, so multi-line string can be created in two different way. First is your by adding the backslash. First is your by adding the backslash at the end of the normal single quotes. Okay, so you can mention if you want to mention the two, it means multiple lines comments. Okay, on that time you can use the this symbols or this string like this. Okay, so you can use like this. You will just mention the single quotes, and after completing your first line you just mention the backslash and continue with the second line. Again you want to again third line, then again you just click here the backslash and again continue, then close your quotes and full stop. Okay, like this you will mention the multiple lines in your program. Okay, multiple string or multiple single string in your program. Okay, second method is your by typing the text in triple quotes marks, no backslash need to at the end of the line. You can see here the example. Okay, this is very easy to understand, not a very difficult. So next is your numerical. Okay, numeric literal. Numeric literal is what? These are the immutable unchangeable literal. Okay, we basically have a three different types of numeric literal. So first is your integer, second is your float, third is your complex. Basically three different types of numeric literal. So let's discuss one by one. First is your integer literal. So you all know integer literal are what? Whole number without any fractional part. Fractional part is like a only integer value. Okay, suppose you have a 5. So only 5. Suppose you have a 5.67x like this. So this is your fraction part, or you can say this is the complex part. Okay, so this is your only integer. So integer literal means only you have a integer value. Okay, integer part. So an integer constant must have at least one digit and must not contain any decimal points. Okay, so must not contain any decimal points. So Python allow three different types of integer literal. So decimal integer literal, octal integer literal, and hexadecimal integer literal. Okay, next video we will continue this topic. So today is that much. Thank you, and let's see our video. If you have liked, then please subscribe and like my channel. Thank you.